Was dropping Andre Onana an absolutely gigantic mistake or a genius idea we didn't quite understand? Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about just that. First of all, hey everyone, it is Finn here with more World Cup 2022 news. More importantly, more African football news, because looking at Andre Onana, looking at Cameroon, they've just drawn 3-3 to Serbia. And a huge talking point about that is the fact that Andre Onana, Cameroon's main goalkeeper for years now, was dropped from the Cameroon team before the game, not just for the game, but from the entire team for the rest of the World Cup.
Naughty, naughty.
Lots of people are talking about whether it was a gigantic mistake or not, and as I said in today's video, we're going to be analysing it. Obviously, if you guys aren't up to date with the situation, essentially what happened is the manager Song of the Cameroon national team told Andre Onana that he didn't like his style of play, that he would prefer a goalkeeper who stayed in his box as opposed to going for a little bit of a walk around. Obviously, if you guys didn't watch Andre Onana in that game versus Switzerland, although he didn't have a bad game, he is a goalkeeper who's notorious for coming high out of his box and really starting up almost a attacking counter style of play. Obviously, once again, it works for him. It's the kind of goalkeeper that he is, and it does leave a lot of questions. First of all, Andre Onana, it's his style of play as a goalkeeper. So if that's not the style of play you're looking for, why would you choose a goalkeeper like him?
No, he's got a point.
Once again, we've seen goalkeepers in the past such as Manuel Neuer would be the best example. A goalkeeper who comes out of his box, he takes those risks. Obviously, when the risk doesn't work, it backfires very, very badly. But when it does work, once again, the goalkeeper's kind of hailed as a legend.
You have saved our lives. We are eternally grateful.
Once again, all of that being said and done, you do have to respect the manager. We've seen way too many times in the world of football over the last few years, whether it be a Kepa Arrizabalaga at Chelsea, whether it be Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United, where players think of themselves as big as the clubs, they don't respect the manager's decision, and at the end of the day, it leads to their downfall. This is not the first time Andre Onana has been in trouble. At only 26 years old, let's not forget, goalkeepers, he could have another 12 years of his career at a very, very top level. He missed the entire season of his career due to substance abuse, due to substance suspension, if I can say that, and now dropping out because he had a disagreement with the manager. Once again, he's kind of building himself a bad boy attitude at the moment, and it just doesn't seem to be working in his favor in terms of his career. Once again, looking at Andre Onana, absolutely brilliant goalkeeper, but it was seen today that he wasn't quite needed versus Serbia. Once again, a 3-3 draw, absolutely huge for Cameroon. It does mean that they have a chance of making it to the next round, although it does mean in the next game, they need a result versus Brazil.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Maybe the most difficult team in world football to get a win against. Once again, going to be a very, very difficult mission for Cameroon. I will be 100% honest and realistic with you guys. I'm not sure Cameroon can get a win versus Brazil. Although, once again, it is football. Absolutely anything can happen. But once again, results today proved that this team is really in it to win it. That maybe we should trust the manager's process. Yes, I understand losing your main goalkeeper and conceding 3 goals straight after that doesn't seem like the best look in the world. But at the end of the day, getting that 3-3 draw, where the goalkeeper, Pasi, I can't remember the goalkeeper's name, made some brilliant saves in his spot. Maybe saves that Andre Onana wouldn't have made, maybe he would have made them. Once again, it's very hard to say as both goalkeepers didn't play in the same situation. But having a goalkeeper who stayed in his box was probably very, very important. Once again, Andre Onana probably could have stayed in his box just for a game. Once again, if your manager has a certain style of play he wants to play in a game, it's just better to stick with it. It's no better than having a striker in your team and having games where you want him to poach around in the box, or having games where you want him to run around a tiny bit to annoy the defenders. It all happens when you approach a certain game, you've got a certain style that you want to play. And unfortunately, Andre Onana once again totally disagreed, said that he wouldn't play a style of football, whether it was the manager who sent him home, whether it was him who left for the recent rest of the tournament. I've heard different stories saying that both sides of the argument is true. What probably happened is the manager did probably let him go.
You're fired.
Again, if you're not going to listen to the manager, he will release you, and this could really hinder his future for Cameroon. It is an absolutely brilliant team. Once again, we saw that versus Switzerland. They were the better team in my opinion. Once again, they just switched off defensively in terms of the players playing in their back four. I feel very similar situation at Serbia. But once again, having a goalkeeper who stays in your box versus players like Vlahovic, Mitrovic, Tadic, and so many other brilliant players probably was the best option. Once again, I really do wish Cameroon the best of luck heading forward in this tournament. Once again, as I said, I want African nations to do super well. I mean, we recently saw Morocco beat Belgium. That was absolutely huge. We saw Senegal pick up their first win. Once again, Cameroon, you're not out of it yet, but your biggest battle, your biggest mountain to climb is still ahead of you guys. As I said, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section down below, do you think dropping Andre Onana was the best decision possible? Once again, as I said, as a manager, I really respect the fact that you are able to drop some of your best players, that you kind of just say straight from the get-go that no one's bigger than the team. And at the end of the day today, I do think it paid off. I won't lie to you guys. At the halftime break, I did record this video already.
Gasp!
But I had a totally different outcome. I mean, at halftime, Cameroon were 2-1 down. I think they just approached 3-1 down. And I thought, once again, game totally over. You got rid of your best goalkeeper. Now you're conceding for fun, essentially. Or, well, not for fun, but you know what I mean. I thought things were totally over, but they did come back. And it did prove to me, at the end of the day, a draw's a draw. Maybe the tactics did come into fruition. Obviously, I think a huge factor in this game to why they conceded too much wasn't necessarily down to the goalkeeper. I do think a lot of the shots that they did concede were unsavable, and it all goes down to the fact that maybe pressure wasn't applied soon enough in defense. As I said, Cameroon, brilliant game going forward. Let's hope they can get the result from versus Brazil, especially without their main goalkeeper. Once again, it will take a lot from them, but we'll see what happens. Guys, this has been fun, FYW, and if you have enjoyed this video, please do subscribe down below. Once again, it helps the channel out massively. I would really appreciate it, along with liking the video down below, because, I mean, if you liked it, like it. I guess it makes sense. But guys, until next time, which will probably be tomorrow, this has been fun, FYWN. Cheers. Have a good one.